According to a source, Meghan is extremely upset that she wasn't invited to the Clooney event. Rumour has it that Meghan has called and sent gifts to Amal and George, but they don't respond to her at all. Sources say that royal outcasts Prince Harry and Meghan are humiliated and enraged after being snubbed by former pals George and Amal Clooney and missing the A-listers' star-studded gala. Harry and Meghan were forced to watch from 3,000 miles away as George and Amal reigned supreme at the Albie Awards in New York, held by the Clooney Foundation for Justice. The bash was graced by a cavalcade of power players including Randy Gerber and Cindy Crawford, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, Matt Damon and wife Luciana Barroso, and Rachel Weisz and Daniel Craig. Of all the snubs they've had to deal with since the move to Hollywood, this is probably the most hurtful, snitches an insider. George and Amal went from being the wedding guests and trusted confidants to totally ghosting them. It's a huge kick in the teeth and a massive embarrassment they can't really explain or wrap their heads around. It's only the latest disappointment the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have endured since quitting the royal duties in 2020 and moving to Montecito, California. Background on why the Clooneys, or rather Amal and by extension George, are ghosting Meghan. Meghan, 4 years ago before the pandemic, possibly 5 years ago, released that Amal was obsessed with Meghan, always texting her, sharing recipes, and Amal was always texting her best friend. But in fact, Amal wasn't texting Meghan because she's extremely busy with her work. She only texts Meghan once or twice, and Meghan released this with the PR. That was the end. The year it was the end was June 2019. George said something like he didn't really know Meghan, or them well, if at all. I do believe that marrying into the royal family broke Meghan. It unmoored her from reality and confirmed her delusional aspirations. She offended people like the Clooneys with her entitled, invasive assumptions. As the National Enquirer has recently reported, big bucks showbiz deals have evaporated and one-time friends like the Clooneys have turned their backs. Truth is, George and Amal don't have time for Meghan and Harry's drama or fakery, explains the insider. The gala would have been a dream event for two. But George and Amal knew only too well the circus that follows them would have ruined it for other people. The brush-off leaves little doubt that the Clooneys have decided to cast the Sussexes out of their social circle, spies tattle. Now they can't even get George to return a phone call, squeals the insider. The Harkles have called and sent messages and even gifts, but they've been totally blanked. At this point they've given up trying, but that doesn't make it hurt any less. The Clooneys are probably sick of being linked to them. It's pretty clear that after the Harkles went on their tour, that there was a massive rift between the royal family and them. The Clooneys picked the royal family and ghosted the grifters. Meghan always believed that she had the makings of being an A-list celebrity and Oscar-winning actress, if only the right doors were open for her. Compared to most aspiring Hollywood actors, Meghan was given far more opportunities from the beginning of her career. That she couldn't make much out of them is telling.